Oh, look what I done walked in on. I had my hands on this puppy 2 or 3 times. Yeah, we talking about you. And the thing is, well, let's find out what the thing is. I've replaced it. I put parts in it. That's it's not a bad unit. It's just now it's going to need to be. There's a bad flush assembly in this puppy. I put 2 different flappers on it. I put a fill valve in it. It's still leaking through. It's the flush assembly. I'm not monkeying with it. So we're going to take this one out and replace it with got a Pro Flow. It's going to go back in here. So give me just a second. I'm going to get a couple tools because see, it's fine. I was working on toilets. See that thing? That's not going to unscrew. No, it's going to fight. And then let's see what we got up here. Yeah, they don't look too happy either. That might get a little results out of it, but I ain't trying. And then last but not least, oh, look what's going on there. So I got a braided flex, stainless, and blah, blah, blah. I got it. So we're fixing to, I'm going to tack it right now. So I get my little trusty baby pliers here. Oh, good Lord, I love these. Are my favorite things in the planet. I love them. Oh, wish I had a gold plated set. Let's see here. That felt odd. Yeah, a little bit of back and forthage here. I'm gonna suspect that actually felt pretty smooth, and it locked down before I even really knew what happened. I'm gonna suspect that valve actually works. Let's find out. Shoobity-doo. Oh, careful, careful. These things are expensive. You can't find them. That's the biggest problem. You can't find one to match, and they'll cut you. These pieces, oh Lord, it's worse than a razor. Let's get up in here and see what I got. Push the handle. Sounds like the water's off. Okay, brand new fill valve, brand new Coastmaster. All right, and the first thing, I need some gloves. Give me a second. All right, yeah. Got a little bit of protective gear going on here, and I don't believe this thing shuts off completely. So I'm gonna have some dribblation going on. Let me use this thing here to catch the dribblate. So I'm not even gonna unscrew that puppy yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take my angle grinder and cut these bolts off right here. So let's see, 1/4 reach. Angle grinder will do. So next thing you'll see is angle grinder. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, we got Mr. Angle Grinder going here now. Look what I done went and found. I'm gonna turn this puppy on and I'm gonna make some noise. Let you see some, I don't know if I'll let you see it. Let's see you see it. Here, watch this. was a little messy. And now I got to do the other one, but yeah, stupid cords that are coming around here. Look at this. That's it. That's it. I got to do a little something. So hang on a minute. That's the way of my life. Alright, I don't know how this is working. There we go. We done found one. Got the thing. All that for 3 inches. Ain't that something? Alright, let's make some more noise here. I can't see a thing. I can't see anything. Alright, let's watch all the sparks and stuff here. Alright, we'll do the same thing here. Whee! That's it. That thing should just unscrew. Oh, it's getting ready to. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that puppy's self-tightening. Put the gripper on it. Thank you. Oh, it is too simple, but I'm doing this 2-dimensionally here. There you go, through the camera lens and all. Alright, baby. Literally 2 minutes and done with the cord. So let me take that back to the owner here. Oh, Mr. Owner. Thank you very much for letting me use that little cord. See what we got here. And then, that little cord is gone. Let's see. This thing should be free. And with that, I'm going to get my path cleared. I'm going to put this puppy on that hand truck. And we're going to wheel him out to the truck. And I don't think I can do that. Let y'all see that part. So, with that, let's set this thing down somewhere. See, it just ain't going to do any good. Ain't going to do any good. Alright, hold on a minute. And then, poof, toilet's gone. Got a big ugly hole here. New toilets sitting right here, ready to go. First, I'm gonna do a little preppage. Let's get my little baby pliers here. All right. Get down here with it. I may get down with it. Oh, baby. Get down with it. Those little bolts that I cut off. Here's one of them. Come here, little bolt. And I'm looking at this thing. This is kind of an odd configuration. I see plastic. And put that right there just a minute. And should be, there we go. Should be one there. Come on around here, Bill. Come on, don't be scared. There you go. Put that little rascal right there. You stay there now. He's not staying. Good grace. That's right. There you go. And then you got the horn from yeah, one of those. You know what? A little drippage going on here. Not sure how What's that little? Well, that's not an encouraging sign. That's paper. That's I don't know what that's there for. It wasn't providing a good seal. So I'm curious about this. I noticed it when I got down here. I don't see any screws. Let's dig around here. No screw. No screw. Now how does that operate? That's why I don't like changing toilets. That is that reason. Man, it's like Christmas. You don't know what you're gonna get. So is this thing just gonna pry off of here? No. It isn't. Whoa. Alright, I'm trying to figure this out. This is cast iron down in here. They make a flange that has a little rubber ring in here and another piece below it, and it's got a 3-point compression system. You tighten it, you slide it in cast iron, you tighten it, it compresses that rubber against the internals of that pipe. Before you do that, ideally you're able to, or for whatever reason, back those screws out initially and line the new flange up in a spot that you can reuse those holes, or get a new bite on some new wood while lining your point up on 12.5 inches. I have no idea what's holding this thing. I got absolutely no idea. So what I'm suspecting is this might be a 4-inch flange, 4-inch street flange that was actually beat into place inside this pipe. I've never seen it, so I'm assuming here. If that's an old plumber's trick, man, drop that in the bottom. I've never seen it. And then, well, there's no screws. So I'm gonna feel around here and see if I have an option of using the old flange bolt pathway. Oh yeah, I just love doing this with my fine screwdriver. And believe it or not, it's actually good for it. Get a nice little wax coating on my thing when I actually wipe it off, and helps keep it from rusting and coats the internals in there. It's a little better than oil because it just never goes away. So let's see. I got a little light in my hat, a little headlight. Let's see what kind of. Oh, it's fluorescent, isn't it? Look at that. Look at the refresh rate on it. Alright, I'm seeing something down here. There's the flange. There's a boltway right there. And it looks, it's probably broke. But let's see if I can show you. They line that steel flange up with the ears, is what we call them. This flange doesn't have them, but it's a little cutout. It's a little baby cutout right there. And you slide the bolt in from the side. You don't have to put it in this keyway and then catch up under the rim. That's what that's designed for. And I'm going to try to worm my bolt in here from the side, sit it up through this hole, and catch the bottom of it against that cast iron flange there. So before I go through all that trouble, let's see if I have that as an option here as well. Well, there it is. So somebody explain to me why this flange is in here. If this metal one I'm feeling flange, and listen to it. It rings. That, I haven't, why is this thing here? Let's peek at the floor here a minute. The floor actually looks, sounds. Uh-oh. That sounds a little different. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. Well, that presents a new option here for me. Here, hold on, let me wipe that off. Yeah, that took 2 hands. All right. So that, again, that's posing options for me. You see how this is completely clean? I mean, it just took nothing. Turn this crazy light off. There, completely clean. That's because there was moisture or that paper. Somebody put the paper on there. I think that's what happened. And the moisture got between it. And it just simply wasn't a seal. And then the wax that was on the outside, I believe, just barely did provide. And then that horn that was there directed it. They just probably never had a backup. I guarantee it would have run out. I guarantee it would have. I'm getting ready to try this bolt tricky thing here. I'm gonna do it on both sides. I should be able to lock my bolt. God, man, this is tough. Anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to do. So you can't watch me because, you know, evolution. Yeah, and we don't have 4. Never mind. So I'm gonna have to sit the silly thing down, and hopefully what you're gonna see next is 2 bolts on there, pretty and ready to go. And you probably won't hear me do all that cussing either. Hold on just a minute. All right, a little bit of changing going on here. I cleaned it up a little bit, and I put the new supply on there, and I did one of the little plumber's tricks. I bent it over so that water quit dribbling on the floor, because I need a dry area. And then the other thing is, you see people wipe up all the time, but this actually needs to be about polished. And why would you do that? Well, because a couple reasons. Now, I don't have bolts that are going to be long enough, I'm suspecting. I hadn't measured it, but I'm not going to go through the trouble. I've been doing this for 30 years, and it's a full moon or a couple days after, and I ain't. The bottom line is I'm going to put this bolt set back on that flange the way it came off, and then I'm going to caulk this puppy to the floor. I basically glue it. And man, that's it. I do not like this scenario. I don't like it. But what we were called to do is this. What I allotted to do was this. Now, if this surgery, I'm going to notations on the bill. I'm going to make sure that they're aware of what's going on. And if it poses a problem, because the last one didn't, miraculously, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to monkey around with it. Personally, I think I'm going to get down in there and see if I can turn this thing on. Oh, yeah. What's down here? Nothing. Nothing but room. Lots of room. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and go under the house, and with the chain cutters or the grinder, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right there below it. I'm going to come back in here with a flange just like this and put a piece in it, and I'm going to go under there and band it. And then we're going to find some wood under there. And if it ain't none, then I'm going to go back up under the house, and I'm going to put 2 purlines in however the joists run. And I expect this is an outside wall. I expect they're going this way, but regardless, we'll put 2 purlines in there on door hinges. If you ain't seen that trick, I'll show you one day. Door hinges, and then I'll drill straight through it, and straight through it, and straight. Yes, sir. And my flange won't go anywhere. But this is what we did. They asked me how much will it cost. I gave them a price. So with that price, that's what we're doing. So future project possible, but at this point, I'm gonna set these bolts. And That's one thing I was pleased to see, that the industry, got my little trash bag going here, has finally realized. I used to have to remember to do this at the place, and sometimes I wouldn't. And the little bolt set used to come with this right here, and that's what you got, and that wasn't enough, and I had to remember to buy this every time. Well, now it all comes together. It only took 20 years. So with that, what you get to do is, with one hand, I ain't doing it, but you put a washer on and a nut, and then you run it in a little hole here, and you tighten it down, and the little square nut only takes up a little bit of room, so when the toilet sits down, if it does butt the flange, that little square is not going to bother you. It'll fit up in the bolt hole. Same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna hit the pause button, and you should see two new bolts ready to go. Hang on a minute. And poof, 2 bolts. And I sit here and fought with it and tried my best to get it in there, and I just couldn't. And a little tuck it under and stick it through, and I stuck the screwdriver in and pried up on it today. It's just what it's gonna do. So with it, I'm getting ready to come in here. Ow! And I'm gonna dress it to set the unit. But before I do that, I had my hand in here. Water got on my hand, and then blah, blah, blah. And so right here, last minute, I will let this thing drip on the floor just a little bit. While saying this water and the wax don't mix. I need a proper seal. So, hey, let's go put the toilet together. I'll let you watch that. Hang on a minute. Let me get the camera set up. I'll be peeping out here some kind of way. Hang on a minute. Let me play with it. All right, I think you can see something here. Let me get over here with my stuff. And where is it? And this stuff right here. Gotta have it. All right. With that, shoot it. Oh, this feels like plastic. So we got the tank and bolt. Oh, I got it. First thing. All right. Now I got a bag of stuff. This is trim for later stuff. And this is I need it right now stuff. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have the best seat in the house.
You said it's gonna be the best seat in the house?
I got it. Could have done without that. Alright, got this going on. And the magic ingredient.
None a day or after 12 o'clock at night?
But I had, I just got it from the house. I didn't know where it was. Until my girl had packed it up. I thought it was just the day of, or the night before. We got hopefully it'll be alright.
Don't let go.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this thing, man. Shit.
I'll show you. This little thing has to go around this nut here all the way. And it's a good idea. Make sure that nut's tight. Let's see how big my pliers will get here. Oh yeah, that's good and tight. So a little bit visible on there. And the thingy to go on, and don't want it all stressed out and aggravated. Feel even all the way around. And with that, getting comfortable. Line the bowl up. I'm not gonna drop it. Line your little holes up. Ta-da. Well, that's a good job there. And reach down. Get your boat. Put this puppy on here. Come on, puppy. Now don't lean the thing all the way over. Away. Just about there in the middle. And just snug it. Same thing on this side. come over then. You can use a wrench, you can use a nut driver. Normally this will work. And put it on the other side. Oh, this one wants to spin because I put the stuff on it, which is fine. Sugar. Now it should say. Oh yeah, I believe so. Now with that, oh my goodness, get my magic stuff here. And this thing, put it where I can reach it. This part where a lot of people use the hand truck or whatever else, I don't. I use, don't lift with your back. Put your arms across your thighs here and bend your legs and lift with that. And then you just take little baby steps. Getting ready to need that bag of magic stuff there. Oh yeah. All them birthdays are catching up to me. Yes, they are. So now, with that, come here a minute. Here's where I got it. I got it in here with me. And I'm getting ready to just simply, like I just showed you, I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to look down through these holes. And I'm going to line it up with those bolts. And I'm going to try to go as straight down as evenly as possible. And then the other thing is the magic of setting the toilet. I don't know how many videos you've seen, but the magic of doing it is to go perfectly straight down with this unit. And the way to do that, ideally, is once you set that unit as evenly flush as you can, you set it slow and you'll feel your contact points and you kind of move it. And then once that contact point's made, you kind of let the weight of the toilet, as you balance it with one hand, you kneel in front of it. And then you stick your fingers in the cracks. One set of fingers in the back and the other set of fingers in the front corner, opposing corners. That way you can make little adjustments as that thing is compressing the wax. It can keep the force going in a constant downward direct motion. And with that, don't wiggle, no wiggle, twist then. And that's the best seal that you will get. Put your nuts on, tighten them down, and then quickly run you a bead of caulk, and then that's where polishing that tile or your surface comes in, because that caulk won't stick, that wax won't stick, nothing will stick if the surface isn't clean. Nothing will stick to nothing. So that's another working aspect, particularly here. I still ain't figured out what's holding that flange down. I have no idea. I'm looking at in the corner of the camera. Get out of the way here. So, you know what? I can kind of see here, so I'm just going to leave the camera right here. And I'm going to try to let you watch me do that. So the last thing, like I said, I'm going to swing my little drip factory here off to the side. I will get that water up. So I will try to work quickly. Make sure I have a clean, dry surface. And then make some noise here in the background with my new wax gun. Oh yeah, with the easy opening aspect to it. Now, put that puppy in there, and I kind of squeeze it. I want that thing to make a contact with that plastic. Now, and I want to be confident that that's what's going on. I want it where I want it. So I kind of coax things, get them started. Put a little bit of that wax on that bolt. A little bit of wax on there. That helps, hopefully, in the future. A little something that might keep it from rusting or help aid and keep it from rusting. All right, now I'm dealing with a new toilet. So I'm gonna take these things off. And this is the part that I was telling you. Lift with your knees. You line it up through the little bolt holes. And you set it down as even and direct as you can, straight down. So yeah, we got people's happy to be here. And straight up, straight over, and it's straight down. And see what I'm doing right now? I can feel it. I'm feeling this thing's sitting flat on that ring. And here's the curious part. This thing's a mile in the air too. So this is the part where I get down And I put my hands under the whole unit as I feel I very much know exactly how this toilet is sitting against this ring. And what it's appearing to me like is that ring's way too high. That flange has got to come out of there. The other one didn't seem to have anything wrong with it. But yeah, this is unacceptable here. Ever. So now you see what I'm facing. Whole thing's got to come up. Got to clean the surfaces again. Dang on it. And you notice, as good as I can, when you get a new toilet, if you need it to, there's always a footprint. There's a footprint. And that's one of the things to consider. If you're doing it, you might want to check against that. That limits your options in case if that stain won't come up. It was not a concern here. I pointed that out. He said, get the cheapest, put it in. That's what we're doing. But that can't be right there. Other than that, it would be set to go. Put the bolts on it, screw the supply on it, put the seat on it, fill it up, whatever adjustment might be necessary with the water level or the chamber, whatever. Test flush it a few times, throw some paper in there, flush it a couple times, and clean up my little bit of stuff and leave. But yeah, I'm fixing to be here a little while longer. So, oh man, you can hang on for that, or you can skip to the end where this is the part about, no, it's not fun to be a plumber. I didn't schedule for this. So, give me a second. You'll see me. I'll have the thing probably set up, I hope, ready to go. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, you missed all the fun part. That would be where I took the torch, and for the past, I don't know, about 5 solid minutes, I've been getting that puppy hot on the inside. Yeah, it's so hot I got it toasty. And what I was going to do was just pry it out of the pipe, but what ended up happening is it just got so hot that I just peeled that top off of it. Look at that. So, I'm thinking, there's a flange under here. It sure did act like one. And this man beat this flange in here. I'm telling you, he beat, that's a 4-inch street flange, and somebody beat that thing in here. And I couldn't melt it out. But give me just a few more minutes, because I'm getting about daggone determined with it. I think that thing's coming out of hole. But you know, I need more hands. Hang on a minute. You'll see something. Alright, I ain't too happy about this one. Look at this. Walked all the way out to the truck. Got the sawzall and just barely cut into it, and the thing just popped out. It just popped out. I beat on it, I pried on it, I hit it, and it just popped out. You bet, man. So I suppose now with that, at least it's gonna allow me to I'm gonna clean this up. Sounds really good. There's my ears that I wanted to use in the first place. So let me clean this up, get this stuff out of the way, and I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Damn. The thing just popped it. It don't make no sense. Hold on. Oh, daggone. Here's, oh, got to be more careful. Here's what I ended up working with. So, now, the new one's gonna fit there. I know a secret. This thing is not, you hear me? It's not secured be anything down there. Can you see that movement? The whole thing will lift up that high. So I don't know what that's rare. So there's an arm. This thing goes down. I'm expecting somebody has probably, this is a group, and at the very base of it was a combo going out to the street, and I bet they got a new sewer main and cut it. They put a fern coat to make that transition to the PVC, and that's allowing, I got a little bit of liftage going up here. Basically the only thing that's holding this is probably the arm, either this or it runs into a T there somewhere and there's a vent going out. That vent's what's holding everything, I'll guarantee you. Regardless, it's going to look like a cartoon. You ever seen one with a house burnt down and plumbing was it? Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. I'm ready. I'm going to go back with a horn like the head. I don't like that flange moving around. I got a nice wax coating on here that I've been scrubbing and scrubbing on. I'm not going to 100% be able to rely on my caulk to do its job. So this unit's going to rely a lot on gravity, and then in these bolts, oh, they're tight. So this, I'm going to just chomp down on it, and that thing, it might do some wiggle, but it ain't going to do no twist. And with that, give me a minute, and I'll let you watch me reset the toilet. God, to be more careful. All right, it's almost over. Hang on. All right. Does this part look familiar to you? Oh, man. It's pretty to me. Watch this here. Let me do it all again. Let me do it again. All right, like I said a while ago, put your arms across your thighs. Lift with that. Don't you lift with your back. You line this puppy up and you sit it where you ease it down where you can feel what's going on. Once it's on there, put your hands down front and back and ease that thing straight down. Straight down. There you go. All right. Now with that, any lining up and straightening that needs to be done. Put a little bit of that wax coating on there. There you go. Oh, that's nice. There. A little bit on there. And then now we need that package that I've been kicking around. And you need this little pack of stuff here called China caps. No, well, probably because they're made in China now, but they used to be made of China. They were porcelain. And there were little caps that go on here. Ain't they adorable? But they ain't gonna fit on there, so I'm gonna have to cut some off. That's alright, I ain't scared. I ain't as scared. But this part goes on here. It's got a little lip on it. See a little, oh man, dirty fingernails. A little lip on it, and the lip goes up. Lip goes up. Washer. Nut. It's an acorn nut. Because it looks like an acorn, I guess. And it goes up. Then you got, I don't know why this, but you got that. So make sure that's going on proper. And then run this thing down, and I believe this is a 7/16 nut on here. And Jimmy crack corn. So 7/16. I got you 7/16 right here. There you go. So about 2 turns on there. Because remember what's happening is I know this. That flange is going to be pulled up. It's just going to be pulled up. And I'm going to take advantage of that. So I want to do this evenly though. I'm going to put the same configuration here on the other side. Stack my washer. Washer's got a sharp edge on it. where it was stamped at the factory most of the times, and you put that sharp edge there to keep it from dancing around on you. So doody-doo. So I'm reaching over here. I ain't looking either. You can't see it, I can't see it. It's just all sense of feel at this point. Run a little nut down on there. Now the part I do need to look at is when I line it up. Line all the stuff up, and then I tighten down on it and it shouldn't move. It shouldn't. But you know there's one in every crowd and there's exception to any rule. So you gotta kind of keep an eye on it. Oh yeah, this is feeling sweet here. A little bit back on this side. And you see I'm holding my pliers, basically 2 hands. That's my torsion control. That tells me how do you know what too tight is? Well, see, and I'm getting a little resistance now. So I switch that and transfer it. Do the same thing over here. Just with the little 2-finger thing or whatever's comfortable, but just barely grab your pliers so you can feel. Here comes that resistance. Oh yeah. So now I'm just kind of, I'm letting it ride. Oh, that's got a little more resistance there. So it's probably drawn the flange up, and this, well, no, actually it's feeling kind of balanced. I'm going to slowly draw this thing up and put some torsion on it. Tension, torsion, it's one of them. I'm put something on it. I'll put it on it. Here we go, putting it on it right now. You can quit dripping on the floor. It'll suit me. I don't think you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm just reaching and tightening that little supply line that I bought. Got a nice little loop in it. And I like to turn my loop toward the back. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I put the little supply line on there. You quit dripping, you. And get a little more tightenage on it because I can barely reach it. So you do this hand tight, even though I'm using a tool. I'm using a tool just to be my fingers. That thing doesn't need to be very tight at all. Just snug. Very snug. But I wouldn't use the word tight. Yeah, that's always trying to travel a little more, so let me allow it. I think that's it. Alright. See if I can turn that puppy on. Because there's no reason it shouldn't work now. Oh baby. That's a good sound. That's one good turn deserves another. Yeah. Look at that. That's the only time you can ever play in this thing. That's just you could drink that water actually. I wouldn't. It's probably still got factory, not sterile, but I mean, this is the only time that you ever could. I hate to put that thought in your head. So, we're gonna get on up here. Any kind of factory goodies that's in here. So I know it ain't gonna hurt nothing, but it just don't look new. Alright, and that ridiculous damn sticker there. If it's new enough, it'll peel off, and if it ain't, it leaves a big ugly mess. Anyway, okay, I'll fight this thing in just a minute. Oh, here he comes. Come on off of there, baby. Well, sort of. You see me fighting this thing here. More trouble than it's worth. Oh, please come off of there. Thank you very much. Alright, go with my little trash pile, man. It's a nice one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got one bag full. Get in there, please. And this is spare part. Plumber don't throw nothing away. Man, I can't tell you. I've driven across town for one of these before. These, you can't just get these. So, yeah, that goes in a box of keepables. And actually, no need to. So now we're gonna put the little tank and the seat on. So let me, hold on a minute. Ow, got to be more careful. And I think you'll see, poof, and there'll be a seat and a tank lid on that bad boy. Hang on a minute. And then that's it. Stand in. Put a little thing off and give it a flush. And again, one last time. I done flushed it about 3 or 4 times. Oh yeah, that sounds like it's working. So, you see, it took a little bit of effort. I got the caulk on there, and yeah, new. It's new. It's got a warranty. I'm gonna clean my mess up. I'm out of here, baby. I'm out of here. Oh God, be more careful. Well, it's fun to be a plumber. I didn't expect that little curve in there, but we got it took care of. And now it's proper. And I'm happy with that. I was going to do what I had to do earlier, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it a lot. But now I love it. I love it. I love it because I'm headed that way. Next, come join me, won't you?